Hello, my name is Ego, and today we're going to make a quick guide for free-to-play players such as myself. There's only 4 rules we need to follow. Each team a character can fit on is worth 1k. Second rule, depending on how you feel about a character's kit, you can give them a letter grade to determine their value. If you think they have an A tier kit, they're worth 4k. B tier kit, 2k. C tier kit, 1k. Third rule, do you have a good or okay team for them? You don't need to Zenkai characters you don't have a good team for. And then fourth rule, this one is the most important. Do you like that character? I love Scouter Vegeta from the show, but I also want to be competitive, so I only have him Zenkai 1, but that was a waste of 1,000 crystals. He's not even good at Zenkai 1. I just got him because I wanted to play with him as Zenkai 1. So, if you like a character, it's like, right, you don't like Super Saiyan 3s, even if Super Saiyan 3 Zenkai was bad, which he isn't, right, you don't want to Zenkai 7 him because he likes that character. So that should be the same for you. If you like a character, go Zenkai him and have fun. It's a game, that's the most important part. Now let's hop into the video. Android 18. I have a good team for androids, so I Zenkai'd her to Zenkai 6. Her kit is definitely A tier. She fits on 2 solid teams, female warriors and androids. Both teams have mad potential for future characters. We're going to get an androids from the Tournament of Power, 17 and 18. We need a regular assist character, 17 and 18. We need a LF cell. You know, androids have a lot of potential. So does female. We're going to get another Kefla. We're going to get another Kel. We're going to get another Khalifa. We're going to get another 18. We might get another Chi-Chi. We might get another Boma. We might get some female hero characters. There's a lot of potential for females. So, she has 2 teams and an A tier kit. She's worth 6k chrono crystals at minimum. Now, how I feel about Zenkai 7 is that's only a stat buff. You don't need Zenkai 7. You can save your 1,000 chrono crystals for summoning. But if you want that extra stat buff, go ahead and get it. So, she fits on 2 solid teams, has an A tier kit. She's worth 6k. Moving on to Future Trunks. He fits on hybrids and only hybrids in my opinion. But he can be put on 4 good teams. He's Vegeta family, Hybrid Saiyan, Super Saiyan, and Future. But he only buffs Hybrid Saiyans, and there's better replacements on Vegeta family and Hybrid Saiyans. He doesn't fit on Future because you can put Rose or Cell on there, and Super Saiyans is a mixed bag. I mean, you can put him on Super Saiyans, but Bardock is a full-blooded Saiyan, and Trunks is a Hybrid Saiyan, so it's going to be hard picking a bench for that team if you put him there. So realistically, the only team you can really put him on is Vegeta family and hybrids. But on those teams, he does exceptionally well. He has a B tier kit. He does a little bit of everything. He has a debuff on his strike attack. He can affect bleed. He buffs his allies, and he can heal his allies on switch out. He tanks the hits. He does a decent amount of damage. He's very well rounded, but he doesn't excel at anything. So he's only worth 4k chrono crystals. I say give him the Zenkai 3, and that's the best for your account. But that's only if you have a good hybrid team. I don't. So I only got him to Zenkai 1 because I like Trunks. And I know that he has a good kit. If I get a better Zenkai or hybrid team, then I'll give him the Zenkai 3. Now, all the old Zenkais that are going to get an update in November, so you can Zenkai 7 them like you do new units, are going to be treated the same. Red Goku is not worth a single chrono crystal. His Zenkai ability is going to be given to another Red Saiyan one day, just like Scouter Vegeta was. And his kit is horrible. You have no need for him. So, don't waste a single chrono crystal on him. Skip him. Next, we have Kid Goku. Go ahead and give him to whatever you can at the time. He's a free character. Grind him out. He'll keep coming back. So, don't worry about it. Broly. Movie Saga has fell off. And that's the only team you can put him on. Movie Sagas are Super Saiyans. But since Bardock is already blue, you don't want to put Broly there and have another blue on Super Saiyans. So, really, the only team he fits on is movies. Which isn't bad, but they're not as good as they were. But it's a eh. His kit is very good. I think it's high B, if maybe A, depending on how you feel about Broly. I love Broly, so when November comes out, I'm probably going to Zenkai 3 or 7 him. But realistically, his kit is only worth a B. It's only worth 2k. He fits on movies, so I'll put 3k in him to get him Zenkai 3. Fat Boot. He fits on regen, but regen will forever be good. There are always going to be plenty of regen characters, and he's just a monster. He tanks well. Majin Buu is very well. Has a great Z ability. Has a great Zenkai ability. He both green regens. We might get a green LF Kid Buu one day. You know how dope it's gonna be to get a Zenkai buff Fat Buu, and you know, I'm just saying, get Zenkai Buu to 7. He's worth your Chrono Crystals. He fits on one really good team, and he tanks very well, and is just a very good character. not LF, Super Saiyan 3 Purple Goku. He fits on 2 teams, Sun Family and Saiyans. And those 2 teams, he fits very well on. He does immaculate damage, a lot of damage. But the way I feel about him, either go big or go home. He is a glass cannon at the end of the day. So, you can have him do a decent amount of damage at Zenkai 1 and save your crystals. Or you can get him all the way to Zenkai 6. But I wouldn't say stop at Zenkai 3. That 50 key on switching is very useful, but it's just not worth 2k crystals, in my opinion. But your opinion might be different. So, with Zenkai Goku, he's definitely worth 7k. 6k. He's definitely worth it. He has 2 good teams, and he's a glass cannon, but he does his job well. If he can touch a character, they're most likely gonna die. Next, we have Zenkai 16. You only need him at Zenkai 3, because when you give him the Zenkai 6, he tries to become a last stand unit, which isn't bad, but his whole point is to die. His main ability is to draw his self-destruct card, and when you get him to Zenkai 3, he buffs his android's ally when he dies. That's what makes him good. He blows up an enemy character. It might be purple, it might be yellow, whatever character you need to kill but don't want to use your Rising Rush, you just blow him up with 16. And getting the Zenkai 3 makes it so much better, because not only did you get rid of an enemy character, but you just buffed the remaining allies on your team. You healed them and gave them damage buffs. And even while he's alive, if he gets hit, he gives another damage buff. He's very good. He's worth 3k. Why? Because you don't need him at Zenkai 6. Zenkai 6 doesn't make or break this unit. Zenkai 3 does. And that would make 16 one of my favorite Zenkais. Anyway, moving on. Scouter Vegeta. He's not worth a single Chrono Crystals. I got him to Zenkai 1 because I like him. I like him as a character. I loved him growing up. But that's about it. He's not worth anything. Zenkai Bardock. At Zenkai 1, he already gives the critical. His kit is updated and he's very good. But you don't need him to give him the Zenkai 6 either. Super Saiyan is at an iffy spot. And giving him a 3 is perfect. He does just enough damage to keep up with the meta. And his kit is just fine at Zenkai 3. I only think he's worth 3k CC. He has a solid team, but he's the main character of that team. If he dies, Super Saiyan becomes trash. And that's just a simple fact. But luckily, at Zenkai 1, he can pop a hill with his green. He gets his Venice back with his ult. He's very useful at Zenkai 1. Definitely give him a 3 for the damage if you want to, up his attack power. Goku Black. He is not worth a single Chrono Crystal. His kit is too bad, but he does have a decent Zenkai ability. He buffs Yellow Future, and there's a lot of good Yellow Future characters. Raise Trunks, Future Gohan, Perfect Cell. His Zenkai ability is good, but it will be another one in the future. As we can see, you can buff 2 with the same Zenkai ability. We have 2 Saiyan purple Zenkais. So that means in the future you might get another yellow Future Zenkai. Maybe when Future Trunks become old. When he becomes old and he's not good anymore, they might give him a Zenkai and make him the future yellow one. So Goku Black is not worth a single CC. Of course, you have Transforming Blue Trunks. He's free to play. Go ahead and get him. Once you get him Zenkai 1, co-op becomes easy. You can get him Zenkai 7. No time, no problem. Now, Zenkai Purple Gohan. I'm kind of iffy about him, because he fits on hybrids. He's a great purple for hybrids, and he goes well with the LF Gohan. But also, the LF Gohan has so many options now to go with him. You don't need this purple Gohan to go. So the only reason you need this purple Zenkai Gohan is for hybrids. But hybrids does have Super Saiyan Trunks, the transforming one. And in my opinion, he's just better for hybrids. With this Gohan, he needs to take a hit. He needs to take a chunky hit for him to get a nice attack buff so he can do insane amounts of damage. And I don't really like that playstyle, because then he just might die. I need to take a hit so I can do damage back, or I could just roll with a character who already does damage, like Super Saiyan Transforming Trunks. I think he's worth 3k CC, because he does fit the spot of purple though. He does have a nice kit. I don't really like the playstyle, so I'm putting him a value of only having a B tier kit. That's the only reason he's worth 3K, because he has a nice team on high rich and his kit is B tier in my opinion. Zenkai Red LF Gohan is worth 7K. We don't even need to talk about it. Why? Red Cell not worth 1K CC. His Zenkai ability Red Regen will be replaced one day when like Omega Shenron goes bad. When Omega Shenron gets bad, they'll replace him with that. Or when the new Cell, the one that dies and comes back, if he gets bad, they might give him that. His Zenkai can always be replaced. They might even make Kid Buu Red Regen. They might be, well, nobody did it for the Cell and Kid Buu's bad. We might as well make Kid Buu good and make him Red Regen. His Zenkai ability will be replaced. He's not worth your CC, trust me. Cooler. If you're a big fan of LOE, which is going to be a team that's not going to go away, we're going to get an assist King code and Frieza card one day. We're going to get a Mega Frieza card. You know, we're going to get more Cooler from Heroes and everything else. There's going to be plenty of LOE characters. Get this man to at least Zenkai 3. I think he's worth the 7 if you love LOE and maybe you pulled, you know, LF Frieza. Get this man to Zenkai 3, but he's definitely worth the 7. I think his kit is just that good. Wait till November though, of course. Now, King Piccolo. He is worth the 7. He's going to pair so great with Fat Buu that Regen is going to be back in the meta and they're going to be kicking behind and you're just going to be upset when you see this team. You're just going to be sitting there mad. I'm telling you, the team that's going to happen when November comes is going to be King Piccolo, Majin Buu, and Omega Shenron. Omega Shenron inflicts poison and paralyze. You know how annoying that's going to be? Bleed, poison, and paralyze. You're going to get poisoned and paralyzed. Then King Piccolo is going to switch hand and two-shot your character. You're not going to have a nice day. So make sure you have a King Piccolo of your own to make sure you destroy people with. Beerus. If you have him at 7 stars and you're able to Zenkai him, get him to 7. God Key's going to be good for a long time. He has a great Zenkai ability. His kit is A tier. Freaking, it's amazing. Give him the 7. And that is my free-to-play guide for y'all for the current Zenkais. Now, for future Zenkais that come out, you follow the same 3 rules. Do you have a good team for them? Do you like them? What teams do they fit on? How good is their kit? And that's very simple. If their kit is very good and you have a good team for them, go ahead and give them the 3 or 7. But I don't recommend getting a 7. I most recommend, if you're free to play, get a good character to Zenkai 6. That's when you get their second unique. Zenkai 7 just gives you extra stats, and I don't think those extra stats are worth 1K CC. If you have it, splurge it, but that is just my advice. I hope you guys have a nice day. I hope this guide was helpful in any way possible. Leave a comment for the next kind of legend video you want to see. If you want to see me show off each one of these Zenkais individually, I'm probably still going to do that anyway. But leave a comment. Hope you guys have a nice day. I hope this was useful. I'll see you guys next time. Ego out.